guests. At first, I'd like to apologize for not using the underbars today. I want to start by welcoming you all to our event today, where we will be showcasing what it took to be successful during our 3 year campaign in the Emirati Council, aiming to widespread the Emirati culture and grow awareness on traditions that may be overlooked or forgotten. What the head of Emirati Council meant to me was more than just a title that represented me. It portrayed what I am as a person, as a character, and the morals that define the very being that I am. I worked in a team of 4, alongside Mirat Bilasi, Khalifa bin Bakhid, who is not with us today, and Noor Al Awad. And we aim to inspire the students in our school, especially the Emiratis, to bring out in the school what tradition and culture meant for them. We started by being involved in events and organizing them to display what morals were taught to us from our young days at home. I will forever be thankful for the school's trust in me and my team and all the help that was given to us throughout the years. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نود أن نرحب فيكم اليوم على أن نعرفكم في أمور قد لم تعرفوها عن مجالنا في مجلسنا الإماراتي. كانت سنين مديدة ما بين استعداد وإنتاج وأفعال. أحيان كنا تحت ضغط وحفوز وتوتر، لكن إن قلنا فعلنا وبامتياز. وإن كانت المسألة صعبة أو المهمة صعبة جعلناها سهلة. التجربة هذه علمتني أكثر عن مجرد ثقافات إماراتية يمكن أني نسيتها أو ما احتفلت فيها، مثل حق الليلة وغيرها. التجربة منحت لي على تطوير قيم في نفسي وذاتي، مثل أني أكون قدوة حسنة في المجتمع، وثبتت مسؤولياتي المطلوبة مني كمواطن إماراتي في بلادي. أفتخر أني جربت شيء، أني كنت على حسن ظنكم، وأشكركم على ثقتكم وعونكم على مدى سنيننا في فريق نوى أن يبعد التفكير في المواطن المعتاد، وفكرنا كان أن وين وصلنا. وشكرا.
شكرا عبد الله. يسعدني أني أعرف على الطلبة في المرحلة الابتدائية المشاركين في برنامج القادة المستقبلي أو ال Future Leader Program، اللي يهدف لتطوير المهارات القيادية من عمر صغير.
مرحبا الساعة.
مرحبا الملايين.
أنا اسمي مريم البلوشي.
وأنا اسمي المر البلوشي.
أنا كنت في مدرسة ربتن من كنت 4 سنين.
أنا كنت في مدرسة ربتن من عمري 3 سنين.
مدرسة ربتن مو بس مدرسة، هي بيت ثاني.
مدرسة ربتن يركزوا على العيال وايد لأنهم يبون العيال يستون أذكياء.
ذكرياتي الجميلة هي يوم كنت في مسرحية في أفسون.
ذكرياتي الجميلة هي يوم فزت انتر هاوس 3 مرات.
وإنجازاتي هي يوم فزت المركز الأول في الصف الرابع والمركز الثاني في الصف الخامس في مسابقة القرآن.
إنجازاتي هي يوم جبت ثاني وثالث في الصف الثالث الرابع في القرآن كومبيتيشن.
وأنا العربيك امباستر هالسنة.
وأنا الفرنش امباستر هالسنة.
شكراً.
أهلا وسهلا بكم يا أهالينا الكرام. اسمي هند شعفار وأنا طالبة في الصف السادس. يسعدني اليوم أن أتكلم عن مدرستي التي أعتز به كثيرا، مدرسة ربتن.
اسمي حصة سويدي وأنا أيضا طالبة في الصف السادس. مدرسة ربتن هي مدرستي منذ سنوات طويلة، وهي جزء مهم من حياتي.
درست في مدرسة ربتن لمدة 7 سنوات، تعلمت فيها أشياء كثيرة وأصبحت أفضل في الدراسة والشخصية.
كنت في مدرسة ربتن منذ FS1، تعلمت فيها أساسيات القراءة والكتابة، وتدرجت في المراحل حتى الصف السادس.
تعني لي مدرسة رابتن الكثير، هي المكان الذي أتعلم فيها وأحقق أحلامي.
مدرستي تساعدني على أن أصبح الأفضل في دراستي وأخلاقي، وتعلمني التعاون والاحترام والتحمل المسؤولية، وهذا يجعلني فخورة بمدرستي.
لدي الكثير من الذكريات الجميلة في مدرسة رابتن، مثل المشاركة في النشاط المدرسية والرحلات والضحك والمرح مع أصدقائي.
من أجمل ذكرياتي في مدرسة رابتن هو المشاركة في الفعاليات المدرسية والعمل الجماعي مع صديقاتي والدعم الذي نحصل عليه من معلماتنا.
إنجازاتي هي لما حصلت على سبورتس أوورد Most Improved Player Netball وبريفكت.
إنجازاتي هي لما حصلت على نجم الأسبوع كل سنة، وعندما حصلت على هاوس كابتن.
وأنا الأرت أمباسادور هالسنة.
وأنا ساينس أمباسادور هالسنة.
شكرا، مع السلامة.
والحين مع فقرة الأسئلة مع السيد بلوي. Sir, Mr. Bloy, if you would please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, did I get that right? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right, there we go. Shukran jazilan, thank you for coming. أنا اسمي مايكل وأنا المدير الجديد في رابتن. شكرا جزيلا how do I say حضرتي. I can never say how. Thank you for coming today. Right, I'm going to stop before I ruin your beautiful language. I don't practice enough. I need to practice more. And I'm embarrassed that I have to stand after the who speak far better than I do. And I promise to practice. It is on my New Year's resolutions. Thank you for coming today. It's great to see you here. Part of this, as the Year of the Family, is us reaching out to you. I've lived here in the UAE for a long time. I've been teaching here since 2004. And as I said to the children, if you think very carefully about how old that makes me, you'll get a rough idea. This is home to me. You know, if you were here for National Day, you'll have heard me say this before. This is where I was married. This is where I met my wife. This is where I've been successful in my career, and I've been very lucky. The Emirates has been very good to me. So I call this home. I've lived here longer than I've lived in my birthplace in Scotland. It's actually the longest place I've lived. So it means a lot to me to stand here in front of you. Also, I'm very keen to make us more responsive to the needs of the Emirati community. We do live in the Emirates. Part of this is me starting to listen to you as to where the school needs to go. I'm very keen to understand more about what we can do well. We're already producing these wonderful leaders here. That matters to me. These are the future of the country. I think we're in safe hands, more or less. Yeah? So, brilliant. Good. So, that's where I want to understand what we have to do a bit more. We've already been listening to some of the parents about what it is that we can help with the community. And I understand some of the pressures around the Emirati community at the minute. There was, I think, a big meeting in Abu Dhabi not so long back talking about the population growth, where it is in Dubai, and how we meet the need for you and your families. School is effectively an extension of family. How we connect you with your traditions and your past, but also how we make others understand them as well. So we're looking to do some initiatives already. We've already started a Big Sister, Big Brother program to run through the school. We're looking at having conversational Arabic. We need to get some more of the traditions into school to be part of our extracurricular. But that isn't enough. I need to look at how we then connect your children to industry in this area, how we actually get them on the leadership programs. Not that we need it, because these guys are amazing, but there is more that we can do. that bit I am well aware of, and I get a little bit of the school's history and its journey, and there may be a bit of work that I need to do in order to build trust. But that's what I am looking to try and do with you as a community now, is to listen, look at what needs to be built and where we can do it quickly, but sustainably as well, because whatever we put in place has to last, and that is key for me. So that's why I'm stood here today, is to say hello and to you to understand who I am, where I'm from, and what I believe. Now, for me, school should be a happy place. I know you as families will want that for your children. You want them to come here and be happy. You want them to be successful as well. The two are not mutually exclusive. When you feel comfortable, you feel like you belong, you are more likely to be successful. Repton has an image. It is obviously an English independent school. I say English because I'm Scottish. We have a far better education system. I'll just put that out there right now. It sometimes has probably neglected some of the needs of the community over time. And I think that's where I'd like to work with you and look at what we do, how we maintain our Repton, as you've chosen Repton for a reason, but also how we make sure that we're connected to the things that matter. And that will be part of the conversation we're having with all families over the coming months. But that is where we start today. I know there's only a few of you in the audience, but thank you. Please spread that word that, I'm looking to meet with more families. I'm looking to actually engage with you and actually to try and look at how we can improve things here. As I say, I've already started some of those conversations, and that's what's going to happen next. Right, I'm going to stop here because it's going to be boring otherwise after this. I believe I've got some very difficult questions to answer. I do. I'm hoping it's like who would win in a fight, a bear versus a shark. Is it some of this sort of stuff? No? No, it's going to be harder. Right, but hopefully that will give you a little bit of insight to who I am. The principalship of this school is a real honour. I've known this school since it was built. I was a Jamir English speaking down the road, Jamir English speaking school in Arabian Ranches. I remember this school being built. I remember it stealing all of our best students as well, with very bitterly as well. It had a reputation then. It wanted to be something, and it wanted to be the best, not just for results and outcomes, but for being the best in producing students. It wanted to be the best in terms of the types of individuals that it produced. I think it's had a bit of a journey like that over time. Not to say what's happening is wrong, but that's why I want to put us back on the map. For any child that comes out of Repton, it's like these two. They're grounded, but they're kind. They are successful, but they're humble. They are going to be very independent, but they will think of others. These are qualities which can sometimes sit apart. And if you only ever focus on academics, those bits get lost. So that's the goal for this school. It will take many things, and it will take your help as well. I'm here to listen. So please, whenever you see me, I'll be on the gate. Sometimes I'll be directing traffic, as we talked about earlier. Probably not the best time to ask me if I'm getting a car to reverse, unless you really want to see me out of the way. But please find time. I will make time for you. Shukran. Right, questions? All on the seats.
Okay, ready?
I think so.
Okay, question number 1. If you had to describe our school in 3 words, what would they be?
It's Hogwarts.
3 words.
For this school, I would say family is the first word. I would then say daring. I would also say tradition, which I think is a good word sometimes, because we sometimes forget our past, and actually holding on to heritage is not a bad thing.
That's true. What was your favorite subject in school?
My favourite subject was history. Though, actually, no, art was my favourite subject, but I was the best at history, so I ended up doing that.
What makes you smile the most when you walk around school?
Our children are a genuine delight. My favourite moment, I think, was walking into EY. It was 7:45 on a Monday morning, and already one of the children was covered with flour from here down to his toes, and I thought, that's the school I want to be. He was just really enjoying himself.
Speaking of the past, what is your favorite thing about living or being brought up in the UAE?
Wow. My favourite thing is many things. My favourite thing used to be to go down on a Wednesday, which was the weekend, down to the creek and actually just sit and enjoy it. But my favourite thing, I think the thing I've missed the most when I've left the UAE and come back, I think is the hospitality traditions. If you're lucky to be here with Emiratis, you're very generous people. I've taken bits of those hospitality wherever I've gone.
I think that's very nice. What is your favorite Emirati food? It's a hard question.
It is a hard question. I know it's not strictly Emirati, but Omali is definitely, I like sweet things. So,
Do you prefer the desert or the beach or the city in Dubai, and why?
just the mountains.
Mountains.
I love the desert. I love going out to Liwa and places and camping. I'm not really a beach person. This burns in the moonlight, so actually standing on the beach is not a good idea. However, I love the city. As I said, going down into the creek and North Dubai is actually some of my favourite things to do. Yep.
Hello. We just heard that you love mountains. Which is your favorite hike or mountain that you climbed in the UAE?
Well, Jebel Jais is a wonderful trail going up. It's called the Stairway to Heaven. I'm not sure what it's called in Arabic, but you start at the bottom of Jebel Jais and you walk all the way up. So it's a good walk.
And we heard that you love Lego.
I love Lego. I've got my Lego conflicts. Yes.
This is a quiz for you. Can you tell us the rarest Lego color in the world?
The rarest Lego colour.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. You put me on the spot. Gold or purple?
Does anyone know the answer? Chrome black.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You've done your homework. Or you spend a lot on Lego.
Coffee is a big thing in the UAE as a whole. What's your favorite brand of coffee?
My favourite brand of coffee. I tend to go to Raw, and I go and get my beans from Raw. Because I've lived in South America, I'm quite picky. I try to find Peruvian beans or Ethiopian. So I'm a bit of a coffee snob.
I want to recommend you to Flock here in Adishaba.
Okay, I will go and look.
Yes, sure. I'll treat you to some coffee. You've been in the UAE for, let's say, 22 years, approximately, since 2004. What is your favorite Arabic phrase that passed you?
From my youth, Hali Wali was always what I loved. Sajik is probably what I use more now. I think those in Kaliwal. Let's go with Kaliwal.
What is one thing you have learned from living and working in the UAE that has made you a better leader?
Great question. I think it is that I'm a people person, so I love working with people in different cultures. But I think, for me, the thing that's made me a better leader is the idea of respecting the past, but not being beholden to it. You don't have to always do what we want in the past. And I think the UAE represents that, particularly Dubai. It respects its heritage, but it is not the thing that doesn't hold it back. It wants something new. So I think that's the thing that I've taken a lot from living here. That's the thing that I think has improved me.
I think I'm going to add on to that because something that is taught to us as Emiratis is we always stay with our culture. But if we did that, Dubai would not be what it is now.
Exactly.
And with the help of our leaders, with the help of Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed, Allah yarhamah, and Muhammad bin Rashid Al Maktoum, that continued his vision of making Dubai what it is now. I think that is what leadership is. And yeah,
As it says in the Quran, we were made you different with different countries and different nationalities.
Yes.
This is for a reason. Yes.
yes, yes. Most important question. Which English football team is the most successful and why? I think today we will be fighting after this.
Yeah. Well, statistically, it's Liverpool, but they got lucky. Statistically, I think Manchester United, just because I have to say that I can't say Liverpool, they would kill me.
Manchester City wasn't said, sir.
No, they're
You said Liverpool, and one of the greatest Arab players at present is Mohamed Salah. What are your views on him as a player and the club that he plays for?
He's a wonderful player who's lost his way somewhat and ended up at Liverpool. God bless him. And for that, his reward will be in heaven, I'm sure.
Well, thank you. I think that wraps up the question for today. We've had a great time with you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening, and thank you for everybody that has been here. We really enjoyed, and we thank you guys for coming. We hope that this might not be the last Emirati event that me, Mira, Noor, and Khalifa should hold, but I think it's been a great 2 years as Emirati Council, and we hope that the year after us and the year after them and the year after them will be able to hold what we have put down for the school.
I hope so too. You've done a great job.
And thank you so much for holding our culture and putting it into our school and planting it here in Repton.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
شكرا لحضوركم وتفضلوا على فوالا.